bedroom. I am making 2 blankets. This one is going to be a whole cloth baby quilt for one of my friends. She loves all things 60s, 70s, all things retro. And I went into my great-grandmother's fabric stash and I found the most perfect 70s vintage floral fabric for this whole cloth baby quilt for this baby girl. And this is what it looks like. It's perfect. And I also found some gingham for the backing. Here they are together. I really think she's gonna love it. I decided to make her a baby Afghan in the same colors. Let me show you how I made this. The first thing we're gonna do is make a slip knot, insert your hook, and chain 4. Maybe. Okay, and then you're going to slip stitch into the first chain space to create a circle. And then you're going to chain 3. And this counts as your first stitch. So we're going to do 11 more double crochets into the center of the circle that we created. And 12 stitches here going into the center of the circle. Last one, and then slip stitch into the first double crochet. Trim your thread, and there is the center circle. Time to do the second round. Slip stitch in your second color, get it on your hook, connect it to the circle, and chain 3. Again, that counts as your first double crochet. And you're going to double crochet into the same space. You're going to create clusters of 2 double crochets in between each double crochet of the previous round, and then slip stitch into the first double crochet to finish off your second round. Slip stitch your third color, put it on your hook, connect it to your work, and chain 3. Again, this counts as a double crochet. We are creating a cluster of 3 double crochet stitches in between each cluster of 2 double crochet stitches of the previous round. And again, join your work with a slip stitch into the first double crochet. Okay, now we're going to square this off and finish up our Sunburst granny square. So go in with your 4th color, connect it to your work, and we're starting off with a corner. And to do that, we're going to do a chain 4, and this is a triple crochet, and then do 2 more triple crochet stitches. Then chain 1, and then 3 more triple crochet stitches. And then in the next space, you're going to do 3 double crochet stitches. And then 3 more double crochet stitches again in the next space. And then we're back to a corner. So we're gonna do the 3 triple crochets, chain 1, and then 3 more triple crochets. And that is 2 corners and 1 side done. I'm just gonna go around and finish up and turn this into a square. All right, slip stitch into that first triple crochet stitch. And there you go, Sunburst Granny Square. I went ahead and made 1 in each color that I think I'm going to need, and I'm going to go ahead and make 5 more of each one of these squares pictured. The first thing I'm going to do is make the center circles for each one. I made 10 center circles in each color. Here's what they look like. I'm going to go ahead and make the second round for each one of these guys. And here we go, second round complete. Okay, it's tomorrow now, and last night I finished up making all of the circles in every variation that I need. So I'm just gonna take a few minutes now and weave in a lot of the ends to save myself some time later on. Ben, do you want to introduce yourself? This is Ben. He's a good doggo. He thinks we're going somewhere now. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Sit. Shh. Good boy. Next step is going to be the third round. Let's get that done. Okay, round 3 for these 30 squares are now done. Time to move on and do the final round, which is turning these sunbursts into sunburst squares. I finished all the blocks. I weaved in all the ends except for the very outer tail that I have. I'll finish weaving those in after I block these, and all that means is to set the fibers so they hold their shape, and I do that by ironing them with steam, giving them a little stretch and letting them dry. So that's what I'm gonna do quick with these 36 blocks. You'll see 2 squares here, one blocked, one unblocked. Unblocked is about 4 inches, while blocked is about 4.5. So definitely blocking makes a difference. Okay, I got them all blocked, and now I'm ready to stitch them all together into a blanket. But first I need to figure out how I'm gonna lay them out. So let's go lay them out. I figured out my layout, and now I'm going to join all my blocks together with a slip stitch. To join with a slip stitch, I keep my working yarn in between my 2 blocks but out of the way. And I'm going to slip my hook through the front of the back loop on my right square, and then through the front of the back loop on my left square. Pick up my working yarn, pull through all 3 loops into a slip stitch, and then I'm going to repeat that. So again, the hook goes through the front of the right square's back loop, and then through the front of the left square's back loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And here is what a slip stitch join looks like up close. I'm going to finish off joining all of these squares, first vertically and then horizontally, and then I'm going to border the entire thing with black yarn using a single crochet. I'm just measuring quick to see how big this blanket is so far, and we are at about 24-25 inches. Then I went in with an orange border, double crochet all the way around, and that gets this blanket up to about 26 inches. And then I did one more round in the brown color, and I placed 2 double crochets in each space, which gave me a nice little ruffled edge. Okay, another measurement here. We are up to 28 inches. And another good press. And it looks like we are still at about 28 inches. My iron has leaked horribly. I hope it's not broken. And here we go. A finished baby Afghan. I really love how this turned out. It's not big. It's almost not big enough, but we're going with it. I think that it will be good enough for a baby. I'm gonna test it out and wrap something in it to make sure it is big enough for a baby. So, excuse me. It's gonna be big enough for a baby. Here's my baby. It's gonna do, and she's gonna love it. So now I just have to put together the whole cloth quilt, which is gonna take me a fraction of the time that it took to make the Afghan. And I'm gonna have a beautiful little blanket set for my friend. Head over to that video if you wanna see me throw together the whole cloth quilt. Bye!